Hey golf fans, this is early 1981 and welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to be taking a look at MasterCard Mountain Valley CC. This course was just released with the latest update, which was 1.10. It did address a few issues along with many new designer features. So let's take a look at the course details. It is a par 70. Fairways are firm, greens are firm, the green speeds are fast, the weather is overcast and the time of day is dusk. Let's have a look at the course settings. There are 3 tee options. We will be swinging from the black tees, which are playing 7,513 yards, and as always, pin set number 1. Now, thank you so much for the continued support on the channel. If you are new, please make sure to smash the subscribe button, and if you are enjoying the content, please leave a like. So, what a fantastic looking opening hole. You can certainly tell this is sponsored by MasterCard. Rumour has it that this course was designed by Sleepy Panda. I'm sure he's a well-known designer to the community. So I'm just going to try and fade this from left to right and take it down the centre of the fairway. Love the look of the mountains off there in the distance. It's a nice opening strike. I think this is going to kick over to the left-hand side, but it looks as if the fairway will keep me right over there. I'm going to have a horrible lie at my feet here. This is going to be awkward. That is a tough pin location. Anything right and the ball's dead. Anything too far left, we're going to miss the green altogether. So 7 iron should be good here. Just going full backspin. Playing the slope in the wind. Oh, there's a tiny slow. That certainly didn't feel like a slow. But with the combination of the slow and the slope at my feet, that ball is going to miss the green on the right-hand side. So we are just on the fringe. Actually, the fairway. Let's see if we can chip this one close. That really is an awkward pin. I'd definitely rather be long than short here. But let's see if I can land this one close. I have applied full backspin. It's a good execution. This should check up. We almost kicked that in. It's not checked up as quickly as I expected it to. This is a nasty putt from 9 feet. The green speeds are 177. Combine that with the fast and firm greens. This could well be an interesting round. It's a solid putt for the par. And we will move on to hole number 2 at level par. It's going to be a par 3 looking at the scorecard there. I hope you like my new red kilt. Huge shout out to Tuku, one of the early 1981's World of Golf admin. He did tell me that this was available from the pro shop a couple of weeks ago or last week, and I did rush right in to buy it. So I'm going to have to try and play the slope on the left-hand side of the green here. Anything too far right, it's dead with the hazards in the water. 6 iron should be good. We do get it perfect. I have pulled my swing line a little bit, but I don't know if this is actually going to hold the green with the conditions. This may actually run off the green if it doesn't go in. No, it is going to come up short. But wow, look at that. These default conditions are going to be extremely difficult. But let's see if we can chip this one in. It is a good opportunity from the heavy rough. Has that got the legs? It just turned away from the cup all the time. But a solid start. 2 pars keep me in good contention. But I've got a feeling this is going to be a really difficult course, especially on the greens. They look very busy. So this is the first of the par 5s. That fairway is divided by that bunker. But I'm going to try and take this down the left-hand side with a little bit of draw. 5 mile per hour winds. It's a tiny fast, which is going to be ideal. And I should comfortably be able to reach this green in 2. But really liking the look of the snow-capped mountains off there in the distance. 3-wood should be good here. There is a slight backstop either side of the flagstick. I'm going to aim this right. Play the slope in the wind. It's a tiny fast, which is going to take me over to the left-hand side, but there is a slope. Oh, that took a huge firm kick. And that's going to be too long. It is going to leave me a downhill putt for eagle. If you want to check out my character settings, my skills, my archetype, what I carry in the bag, I did recently upload an in-depth video. So go make sure and check it out, and it may help you out. So this is a delicate downhill putt. Certainly got the weight. Now this should start to turn. Come on, ball. Come on, ball. Oh, it just burns by the right-hand side of the cup. But I am going to pick up my first birdie off the Rhine and move to 1 under par. I'm really liking the look of the red kilt. I am trying to get my character to look as close as possible to Hamish Mulligan McGregor, who was one of the computer IA opponents back in the Tiger Woods PGA Tour days from EA Sports. He's a younger, slimline version. There's a slight fast, but that's going to work out well. I do like the layout and the look of the course. I just think they've went a little bit OTT with all the MasterCard symbolization around the place. I think I've seen something on every single hole. So this is going to be a pitch shot. Just applied a good bit of backspin here. I think we will be long, and hopefully we can spin it back. It's a decent shot. Now this should spin back the amount of backspin I have applied. I do like the flags on the flag sticks there. They are very hard to see though, in all honesty. Lovely shot off the snow-capped mountains. But we do move to 2 under par. Hole number 5. This is a wide fairway. Let's take this down the left-hand side. This ball will kick left. And I think this will leave me nothing more than a wedge or maybe even another pitch shot into this green. So 100 yards, down 14 feet. I've got an 8-mile-per-hour wind, but look at that golf ball. That really is cool. And yep, you've guessed it. It is advertising MasterCard. I think this lob wedge is made for this. I'm just going to apply a good bit of backspin. The slope at my feet will gain me a good 5 to 10 yards. Anything left of the pin should work. It's a horrible swing line. That needs to get down. That really flew with that slope. And that's went 114 yards, which is 18 feet past the pin. There's not a lot of movement in this. It's a very makeable putt. That is moving a lot more than it suggested. If we have a look back, you will see the beads moving a lot quicker than it first looked or showed. Yeah, definitely. That's disappointing. I do experience that a lot. We will remain at 2 under, but lovely shot off the course there. Hole number 6, this is going to be a long par 4 into the wind. Fairway is going to slope from left to right. There is a perfect, and this ball will kick hard right. But I am sure that this course was designed by Sleepy Panda. I do apologise if I am wrong. It certainly feels and looks like one of his courses. And I can only assume that MasterCard have worked with him to tell them what they wanted for this course. That's a lovely strike. Now this should get a firm kick out on the firm greens. And hopefully run up towards the pin. That landed very softly actually. It is releasing out. It was a really good shot. But this is a tough putt from 13 feet out. These greens do offer a real test. That should turn. Come on, ball. Oh, just misread the break there. Just my putting at the moment, guys. It's very inconsistent. No gimme for the par either. Just playing his dead weight. And that does turn into the heart of the cup for the par. We could easily be 2 or 3 shots better off here. With a little bit more finesse on the greens. But hole number 7. Once again, their MasterCard sign. It really is cool. I'm not going to lie. It's very eye-catching, especially the colours. I think we're going to have to deal off 5 woods here and apply a lot of backspin. We do have a safety net if we are left. Anything right or long, though, we are going to be in that bunker. I couldn't have struck that much better. That needs to get down, and hopefully with the backspin we have applied, it will hold the green. No, it tried to. It's just going to trickle off into the light rough. It's actually heavy rough. It's a very makeable chip and chance, though. Try and get it on a good line. Let the green do the rest. Come on, has it got the legs? Has it got the legs? Oh, It's just how things are running for me just now. I sadly can't play my society rounds, guys. I don't know what's going on with the last 2 patches. 1, my game's deteriorated, and 2, I am having so many issues with freezes. When I play online, it's like my backswing is really, really slow, and then my downswing is normal. And at times, my backswing won't fully come back. The club won't fully come back all the way. It's like a quarter or half length swing. It's just so disappointing. I mean, not to be able to play my own society. Well, I can, but there's no way I'll shoot well. It's just pointless. Makes it for a very frustrating round of golf. Driver off the deck here. Not good enough lie. Let's try and lay this up short of the green, and hopefully with the firm conditions, it will kick up onto the dance floor. That ball shot hard right at my feet. Come on, wind. The wind never really brought that back neither. And that's nasty. We are going to be in the bunker here. Steep face just to get over and up onto the green. Certainly don't want to be short. I'm going to try and land this into the first slope defending that pin. And hopefully it does release out. I can't believe that ball went as far right as it did as soon as it left the club face. That is a fantastic shot, and hopefully we can pick up our 3rd birdie. Once again, though, there is a lot of movement. I have been overreading some of these putts. Oh, it's another failed birdie opportunity. That turned a lot more than I gave it credit for. And sadly, I do remain at 2 under par. But really enjoying the look and the layout of the course. It does offer a really good test on these firm, fast greens. Let's try and take this down the centre of the fairway. Let's apply a little bit of draw here. That's another thing I did fail to mention. This video and my previous video, I have reverted back to the quality mode. You do have the quality and performance. I think performance is for 60 frames per second, where the game probably plays a little bit better and smoother, and quality enhances the graphics, and I think it's at 30 frames per second. I'm trying to do that with the release of EA Sports PGA Tour coming up. We all know that game is going to be locked at 30 frames per second at launch. And to be fair, I've not noticed much difference. The graphics do look a little bit better. They probably will be drained by the YouTube resolution with uploading it. But while I'm sat here playing it, the game does look a little bit graphically better. And like I say, I've not noticed a huge difference between playing in the 60 frames and 30 frames per second. Hole number 10, very narrow fairway here. I think we can overpower this down the right-hand side with a little bit of fade. 105%, horrible swing line, but that slight fast is going to ensure we will find the centre of the fairway. But this really is a visually stunning golf course. I've never been a huge fan of the official golf courses from PGA Tour. There are a few good ones. I just feel they don't design them as well as they could. And with all the assets they do have available to the designers who are creating them for them, they just don't seem to make a good a job as some of the top community designers that fortunately do release some masterpieces for us to enjoy. But this is a pretty straightforward birdie putt. It's looking good. I am going to move to 3 under par. I should be 2 or 3 shots better off. I have missed a good 3 or 4 birdie opportunities on the greens, but in all fairness, the greens do offer a real test here. Let's overpower this with a little bit of fade. 102%. That should carry this right-hand side. That needs to go, though. Just lands on the fairway. And that is going to leave me an ideal location to go and attack this pin. 102 yards, down 4 feet, 8 mile per hour wind. Would rather be on the left-hand side of the pin here. That wind will take me to the right. But lob wedge with a good bit of backspin should be good. Some of my approach shots today have just been poor. That's going to kick off the green. Too many slows. My swing timing with the last 2 patches updates has just become so inconsistent. Off the tee today, I've been really, really good. I don't actually think I've missed a fairway. We do manage to chip it in. That does get me to 4 under par. But my game really has just become so inconsistent. It's as if with these updates, they're changing the swing timing all the time. I am going to take a practice swing here. There is a backstop into this 10-mile-per-hour wind. There's a perfect. Let's see if we can repeat that. It should be money if we can. There's a huge fast. And that is going to miss to the left-hand side. This could leave me with a nasty chip shot though. That green runs all the way from left to right away from the hole. Don't want to be too aggressive here neither. This ball really could run away from me. Played it well. It should check up. It's reluctantly checking up. This is going to be a missable putt, sadly. 6 foot. Turning from left to right. It is a good par save though. The putts for my pars have been really, really good. It's just my birdie putts that I've not really taken as well as I should have. Hole number 13. It's another long par 4. Taking this down the right-hand side. There's a perfect. Come on, wind. The wind just doesn't seem to be moving me as far as you expect it to. It's an 8-mile-per-hour wind that it's probably moved me as much as I would aim for a 4. Anything to the right-hand side of this pin should be good. I'm going to go 8-iron here. Let's apply a tiny bit of fade. Taking another practice swing because I'm trying to avoid these slows. That would work. That would be really, really good if we can repeat that. See, that didn't feel like a slow. And that is going to nestle up in the heavy rough unless we get a nice kick here. No. And it's going to be another nasty downhill chip. This is tough. If we can get this within 5-6 feet, that would be a really good shot. Needs to check up. It's going to miss on the left-hand side. We gave it an opportunity. It's always going to be tough to hold. I don't know what it is with the official courses on the default speeds. Why the need to put all these red, yellow, orange slopes right next to the flag sticks. It really is frustrating at times. I fully understand they probably want scores respectable and realistic. But I would much prefer to see the courses be challenging from tee to green with a good test on the greens as well, but not as tough as this. I think we're going to have to try and take the left-hand side on here. Just try and play the wind. There's a perfect. And once again, that wind is not moving me. That ball is going to end up near exactly where I aimed the cursor at, and I hit a perfect. Wow. I don't understand that. Maybe the wind changed. It does look more in my face there. No, I was going to try and hack 3-wood out. It's a terrible lie. I don't think that would even get out of the bunker. We are going to have to take our medicine here. Ball is going to shoot hard right at my feet with a slope. It's a good out. It's probably going to leave me a pitch shot. It's not one of my strengths in my game. Pitching and putting is a real weakness for me, as you probably all know. But let's see if we can play the backstop here. I'm just going to apply a little bit of backspin. Make sure we are long of the pin. Oh, it's an absolute laser beam perfect. This should be good. Could this actually come back into the cup? As much as I do like the flags on the flag sticks, they are very, very hard to see. It could well just be my eyes. But we've done well just to rescue the par there. I am going to remain at 4 under par. 5 holes remain, and let's see if we can finish as low as possible. Hole 15, 209-yard par 3. Is that a new tree there just on the riverbed? It certainly looks like one. I could well be wrong. I just can't recall seeing a tree that looks like that before. But I'm going to try and play this short, get this kicking up from the fairway, and hopefully set up a good birdie opportunity. It's a lovely practice swing. I'm sadly having to do this more and more just to get my swing timing. Oh, and this time it's another slow. It just didn't feel like a slow. It may just trickle onto the front of the green. If it does, it will give me a good birdie opportunity. No, it's came up short. It's frustrating when you're swinging in your practice swings and you feel like you're replicating that and getting a different outcome. That's got a chance though. Get in, get in, get in. Oh my goodness, early. It looks like it's going to be another frustrating round. I mean, a lot of people will say 4 under. Well, that's if we finished at 4 under. Priceless. This is a lovely looking tee shot. Really gorgeous hole, this one. It's going to be a long par 4. This ball should kick left. But yeah, a lot of people say, oh, you're -4 on master swing difficulty. But it is frustrating knowing that I'm swinging well and not producing the scores that I was when the game first came out. I think when the game first came out prior to the last 2 patches, I was probably averaging 9, 10, 11 under par in every round. Didn't matter the conditions or the difficulty of the course. This isn't going to get up the slope. I needed a perfect there. Go. That's going to come all the way back down. Just the fine margins just now are costing me heavily on my rounds. But I must admit, really enjoying this round. This is an uphill putt for birdie, 42 feet. You do have the options of maybe toning down the firmness and the speeds of these greens if you want to try and have a less frustrating round or a less challenging round than what I'm having here. Because on the fast, firm, it really is a tough test. So, hole number 17 is a drivable par 4. No, it's a par 3. A 324-yard par 3. Wow. I'm going to have to try and overpower driver here. Anything down the left-hand side, we do manage to overpower. That is a lovely strike. Hopefully this kicks right onto the dance floor. That's probably the longest par 3 I've ever seen on any course that I can recall. 324 yards. That is insane. We've actually ran all the way off the green, and this is a nasty shot. Full backspin required here. Try to land this past the slope. Bite, bite, bite. That's still going to run on a bit. These slopes just show you no mercy in this golf course. It's a solid par. That is a really long par 3. But let's move on to the final hole of this very interesting golf course. It is going to be a par 5. I think we can carry the left-hand side of the fairway here. It should work out really well. I think it's going to be a par 5 that we can comfortably reach into. But yeah, really enjoyed my round here. Loved the look and the layout of the course. Maybe a little bit OTT with the MasterCard sponsorship. 4-iron should be good. That's another tiny slope with that slope at my feet. This ball should kick hard left, but I was trying to play the slope on the left-hand side of the green. It will set me up with another eagle opportunity. I would love to finish with eagle here. It is going to leave me a downhill putt. Let's pull that back a little bit, the cursor. It is 5 inches down. I don't see how this ball stops unless I drain it, if I'm going to be honest. I'm just going to feather this down there. I've just touched it. Go on, get in the hole. It's going to miss on the left-hand side, and I think that's going to run off the green. It has done. That's insane. Let's putt this. Come on, early. Finish with a birdie. Get to 5 under. Just a little bit of movement here at my feet. I'm going to try and play this dead weight. Don't want to overhit it. It's a good weight. And it is a good read, and we do finish with a birdie. But there we go, guys. That is it for today's video. I do hope you did enjoy it. If you did, please make sure to leave a like. If you are new to the channel, smash the subscribe button. And until the next video, take care, peace out, and love you all. Bye.
Hopefully we'll see you real soon.